teachers are so excited to experience Classroom Central, just to have the relief, not only on their own wallets, but just the mental relief that goes along with what we have to offer. Yeah, it does come in the form of pencils and notebook paper, but when you look at what teachers do and who they are these days, they're not just instructors. They are nurses and social workers and counselors and role models and critical friends to their students. They're playing such a bigger role than they ever have before. And so for them not to have to worry about spending their own money, not to have to worry if their students are going to be equipped, it's really just a dream come true for them.
Classroom Central is an amazing partnership with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools that really is about our entire community supporting Classroom Central being sort of a clearinghouse of instructional supplies and materials that our teachers need on a daily basis to make great things happen for students. It is a much needed resource for our teachers, particularly in our schools where their students come from high poverty and they may not come with the necessary pencils and supplies and paper and spiral-bound notebooks and all those things that we remember from our childhood experience in school. We need to make sure every school in our district has classrooms that are equipped with what students need in order to learn.
Someplace where I can get the basics. I don't think people realize how much you need in a classroom, especially when you teach high school. The amount of students that you have that are at that poverty level, and you need these basic items for them. So it means a lot to me, and there's times I couldn't afford to buy things for my students that I know they needed, but I knew Classroom Central was here, so that was helpful. I'd have to personally sacrifice something I wanted to make sure that I had what they needed. Growing up in poverty and like some of these students, I know what it's like not to have, so I don't want them to go through it, even though I know they're going to go through it and I won't always be there, but a way to guide them through and tell them someone cares and here's something to help you. I know what it's like, so I'm going to do my best to make sure you get what you need.
I would have to go out and spend my own money because I don't want my students to feel that burden or that anxiety or stress because they have to deal with those issues at home, and school's their place for them to be safe, and their job there is to learn, and I'm there to provide the resources, and Classroom Central provides the resources so that they can come and do their job. I was meant to be a teacher, and I'm not going to do something if I don't love it, and I'm not going to have the students feel that they're a burden to me. I want them to know that I love them and care about them, and that's all they need to know. And I will give them the tools and resources to help them be successful.
Workforce development is kind of the general category that we talk about in economic development. Every company that's here is hiring from the local market. We can't be a thriving, growing economy if we don't have people graduating from our schools with the skills to meet the demands of the jobs of today and tomorrow. So, we look around the world, the most educated populations also just not coincidentally happen to be in the kind of economies that create the most and the best kinds of jobs and that offer the greatest opportunity for people to seek their own economic opportunity in life.
Being able to have a resource where, at the beginning of the year, they came and offered every kid a backpack filled with school supplies, filled with flashcards, jump rope, chalk. It just brings a smile to their face, and it brings a smile to mine because it also helps me with my little wallet that I have the money. I don't make much money to begin with as a teacher, and so it also helps me out in so many ways too.
It really takes the Charlotte community, particularly our business community, to be behind Classroom Central in order to keep our shelves stocked. I've had a number of teachers and principals that are in our high poverty schools say just how much Classroom Central meant to their school, and that translates into hundreds, in some cases thousands of kids that are benefiting. Classroom Central is a game changer.
To bright, rising juniors and seniors in college when they come to us and they say, I want to be a teacher. Think about that. You probably say, well, gosh, you're not going to make any money. That's hard work. Why would you want to do that? And so my challenge is, let's lift up teachers. They are serving our most precious resource, our kids. This is the future of this community. These are our future employees. These are the kids that our kids are growing up with. They're not just those kids, they're our kids. And we all need to be here for them to make sure that they have what they need.